Okay, good evening, everyone. My name's Nick, coming to you from Johannesburg, South Africa. Welcome to tonight's training. I see we have a number of people on there, and that's excellent. I'm so glad everybody made it. As you know, those that attend these events, those that attend the training Zooms are the ones that are going to bank the money. As you can see on your screen, these are the topics. These are the main topics we're going to talk about tonight. Going into launch, we've got a couple of weeks left. The talk is the 1st of June. I don't want to cast it in stone, but where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. So today we're going to do a bit of personal development, and then I'm going to give you a bit of practical training for the benefit of the new people that have joined us this week. I just want to welcome you guys personally from all of us, on behalf of all of us, to our team. We are the New Age South Africa team. That is what our team calls ourselves, right? There's another team in South Africa called the New Age Africa Movement, and we're all one big happy family, right? They're also doing training same time as us, and you're going to see going into launch that we're going to start doing collective Zooms and trainings together to get everybody in the right frame of mind, because I mean, I'm sure some of you are now tired of hearing my voice every single week. So it's always good to bring in new blood from this team as well, as you will see tonight, and make it more vibey, more exciting. And you know what? We're always learning, right? We're always learning from our colleagues. So I want you to read the screen and digest what you read, okay? It's got a lot of meaning, the saying. Does your bank account control your thinking, or does your thinking control your bank account? Now, that is so important for success. And why do I say that? The power of the mind. The power of the mind, guys. So, does your bank account control your thinking? So, if you, for example, let me give you an example. What does that actually mean? If you got no money in the bank, are you going to be happy? No, you're not. If you got no money in the bank, are you going to think of going out for dinner on Friday night? No, you're not. If you got no money in your bank account, are you going to think of all the nice things? No, you're not. Why? Because you're going to be engulfed with negative thinking. Okay, you're going to be overpowered by it. But if your thinking controls your bank account, it's the opposite. So if you're a positive person and you project positive, and no matter what obstacle is holding you down, if you stay positive, what's going to happen to your bank account? It's going to grow. It's going to grow, and I promise you that's going to happen. So that's why people stress. Now I'm going to give you a tip tonight. I'm going to give you a tip. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is, if you think of yesterday and the past, you're going to stress. All right? You're going to stress. So why? Because you're allowing the past to control your circumstances, right? If you think of the future and you want the future to come quickly, you're also going to stress, okay? Because you get anxious. You get anxious. You want things to happen, but they're not happening. So you want to go and buy this, whatever it is, and you can't wait to get, you're going to stress yourself. Your blood pressure is going to go up and all that. But if you think of today and you live for today and you just sort out today, you're not going to be as stressed as what you are thinking back or thinking ahead. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is focus on the now. Focus on the now, because that is what's going to take you through, and that is what's going to build you and make you successful. You know, I was leading my environment in 2002. I'm going to give you my little story here. You know, my environment in 2002 controlled my senses, my world, everything that was going on around me, okay? If you allow that to happen, you're going to attract more and more of the same things, okay? Because that's negative, okay? That's negative stuff that you're allowing to come in, okay? You're allowing your thoughts and your mind and the perceptions to control where you're going to go and what you're going to do, because that's what you're attracting. Okay. No matter what you're doing, no matter how positive you want to do things, right? When I was in 2002 working as hard as what I was working today, okay, I was constantly trying to tell myself, I'm working hard, I'm going to be okay. But my financial position didn't show it, right? And that was the negative, okay? Because that was my thinking all the time. That's why it stopped me from progressing, okay? And then one day I sat down and I said to myself, what if I pretended that whilst I was awake, okay, whatever I wanted in my life I had, and live that. That's what I said to myself in 2002, okay? I said to myself, I'm going to live in the present tense. I'm going to live as if I already have what I want, okay? So why did I think that? Why did I think that? While I was on holiday one December in 2002, I read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki. That changed my thinking, my life, my everything, because nothing scared me after I read this book. Okay? I basically turned the volume down of that little voice that kept telling me stories, and I said, I'm going balls to the wall, excuse my French. Okay? And what happened straight after I started thinking that way? Okay? I started making money. I started making money very, very quickly. And I promise you now, it comes so quickly and easily, and it just happens. Why? All because of thinking, the power of the mind. If you put out positive, it's going to come to you. Okay, why am I sharing that with you? I'm sharing that with you because on the 1st of June, and let's go with the 1st of June for the sake of this training tonight. The 1st of June, this rocket is going to take off. And if you want to succeed in this, you've got to follow my lead. You have to follow my lead and do what I do. Okay? Do what I do. You've got to duplicate what I do. Right? And what am I doing? I'm recruiting as many people as I can. I'm building a team that when we launch is going to explode. Now, I want every single one of you to do the exact same. I want every single one of you to do the exact same as what I'm doing. Okay? Prepare yourselves for takeoff. Prepare yourselves for takeoff. The power of numbers, and I'm going to go through it. I'm going to go through it shortly, guys. Okay? So that is what I want every single one of you to do. Okay? Stop brainwashing yourselves every hour of the day and think of negative stuff. No, don't do that. Stop that now. Stop that, because we are going to think positive things only. And I paused because I want that to sink in. I want that to sink in. So the acronym for ACT, okay? I want you guys to act, all right? ACT is short for action. So consistent action leads to consistent results. Now, all successful leaders practice this. In fact, this slide was shared this weekend in Denver, Colorado at the event, which I attended. It was awesome. And again, guys, I'm not going to say this. I can't say this enough. Events are so crucial. It's mind-boggling what it actually does to you. I attended the event on Zoom this weekend on Saturday from 5 o'clock in the afternoon to 1 o'clock in the morning. But the nuggets that came out of the event is what I'm sharing with you guys now. Okay. And one of the things that they shared was this slide. You create, if you want to succeed, number one, you've got to be consistent, right? So social media today is what's going to take us all to the next level. Okay. So how are we going to use social media for our advantage? Every single day, create a social media post and be regular and consistent about it. What will happen then? People will start waiting for that post. There's there's a download called Business Suite, which is linked to Facebook. If you download Business Suite, you can actually link Business Suite to your Instagram. You can link Business Suite to your LinkedIn. You can link it to your TikTok, all of that. One post, Business Suite shares it to all those. Okay? So the other thing that you must not do is scroll through your Facebook. Interact and comment. Interact and comment. Why? Because Facebook picks up that you're active on Facebook. So when you're posting, it's going to up your algorithm, right? And more people will see your post. Remember, you're in the business for yourself, but not by yourself. Use the tools that are there for you, and they're not going to cost you a thing. Okay? Follow-ups. So when you're posting and people like your post, follow up with that. Acknowledge that person that liked it and say a hi, how are you? Or long time no speak or something. You know, you're opening up a conversation. You're opening up a conversation that could lead to that person becoming either one of your brand partners or one of your customers. The fortune is in the follow-up, guys. The fortune is in the follow-up, and I hope you're taking notes, right? Remember that. Treat it like a business. You know, whether you're doing business on Facebook or you're social, it's the same thing. Remember, our products are not products you sell. Our products are products that you talk about. You tell stories about them. Now, what better way than to open a conversation and tell a story about your product? Okay? So focus on and take responsibility for the process, not the potential results. So take responsibility for the process. Why is it important to take action? When you take action and you're consistent with the action that you take, what's the next thing that's going to happen? It's going to produce results. And once you produce results, you become successful. If that carries on and you start doing that over and over again, what happens? Momentum kicks in. So to give you an example here, so not everybody you speak to is going to say yes, right? It's known that our industry and our business attracts the most no's than any other business. But our no's don't mean no. Our no's mean not now. So that person that you spoke to, that you wanted to recruit, that said no, they're not ready, or they don't have money, or they don't have time, or is it a pyramid scheme, or is it a Ponzi scheme, whatever they answered, that person's not actually going to saying no to you. That person is saying, I'm not ready. That person is saying, not now. That person is saying, I'm going to sit on the fence and I'm going to wait and see what happens. Because tomorrow when we explode, you're going to have the last laugh. Because what are you going to tell that person? When I asked you to join and lock your spot, you said to me X, Y, and Z. Sorry for you. Right. You want to come in with pleasure, but you number 1,353 instead of being number one. Okay, so take action. Take action. Be consistent with it. It will give you the results. You will be successful, and it will create the momentum in life. If you take life casually, you're going to become a casualty. Remember that. So don't use social media to impress people, or use it but use it to impact people. Okay? We don't want to impress people with social media. We want to impact people. So this is what I do every day. I call it the daily power hour. Okay, I take 15 minutes, take my phone, and I go through my Facebook, and I comment and I like posts. Okay. Then I do a post for myself, whether it's Instagram, Facebook. Remember, on Facebook, I've got 4 or 5 accounts, but I'm posting. Then I take another 15 minutes and I do the ATM method. We all know what the ATM method is, eh? Add, tag, and message. We've got the Transformation Lifestyles and the Transformation Health Styles Facebook pages. I tag people, I add them to those pages, and I message them to tell them, I've added you to a Facebook page. I want you to have a look at it and tell me what you think. Add, tag, message. So don't go and add somebody to a page tag them to something and don't tell them what you've done. Tell them, this is what you've done. This is what I'm going to do. I want you to have a look at that a Facebook page, and I'm going to tag you to a specific post. Once you see that post, then send me a message because I want to talk to you about that post. In Europe, in Italy and France to be exact, they've taken their sales from $2.5 million a week to $5 million a week doing exactly that, applying the ATM method, add, tag, and message. And remember, the message is the follow-up, guys. The message in the follow-up. So what did I say about the fortune? The fortune is in the follow-up. And then I take 30 minutes and I start new conversations with people. I start new conversations with people because I'm creating the momentum. Because tomorrow I'll go do a live on Facebook, and then people will start commenting. People will start saying, what are you doing? What is that you're selling? What is that you're advertising? Tell me more about this. You know what? At the end of the day, that is what you're looking for, because there is where you've got the door open for you to move and do your presentation. So a lot of you have seen this. This is a study done by whoever did this slide, not me. But I'm going to share this with you. Some of you have seen it. These are the best times to post for maximum exposure, right? If you want to take a screenshot of the screen, it's got the Facebook times here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays at 5 o'clock. And then Fridays between 8 and 9 o'clock at night. Then it's got Instagram, Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Clearly, Instagram is the social media thing to use if you want to get maximum exposure, because everybody's on this from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. LinkedIn, Wednesdays, 8 to 12 in the morning, and then 9 to 2 o'clock on Thursdays, also great, and Fridays at 9 o'clock, and then TikTok, 6 to 9, and then 7 to 11. So the power of 4. This is a very, very important slide. And for all the new people today, I want you to listen very, very carefully, because this is what I want you to do for me. This is what I want you to do for me. And this is going to let your train leave the station. And this is how easy it is. Network marketing, especially when you've got the right products, network marketing is the easiest business out there. It creates the most millionaires. It's $156 million industry per year. $156 billion industry per year. And it creates the most millionaires, like I said, right? The screen in front of you is called the power of 4x4. What does that mean? Okay, that's me on the left. That's me on the left. I've recruited 4 people. At school, we were taught, don't copy. Don't copy, but for the sake of network marketing and direct selling, we say you have to copy. You got to duplicate. And what do I mean? I signed 4 people. I've signed the 4 people. Now those 4 people must do exactly what I did. Must do exactly what I did. How do you do it? When you're sitting, having coffee with somebody, when you're having a braai with somebody, when you're just talking to somebody, when you're phoning somebody, hi, how are you? How's the family? X, Y, Z. And you're telling somebody a story, you tell the person, listen, I've got involved in something great that's about to launch in South Africa, and I want you to get onto the team, get onto my team. He's your friend, he's your brother, he's your sister, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt. Those are the people you got to go to. Those are the people you got to bring on board. 4 people. And those 4 people must bring 4 people. So look at the 4. The 4 goes to 16. 16 goes to 64. At 64, you're going to start earning $1,000 a month average. Average, 15,000 Rand. 256. When you hit 1,024, you're going to earn 100,000 Rand per year, $100,000 per year. That's a 1.5 million Rand, yes. Right? And it goes on. Remember, we get paid 8 different ways every single week on a Friday. I'm not going to do the compensation plan tonight because we're going to learn what the new compensation plan is going to be with our products that we're going to launch. Local products that are made by South Africans for South Africans in South African rand, affordable for us to go out there and earn residual income. So the power of 4, guys. So that's what I want you guys to do. Every single body on this call tonight, from tonight, we've got to go out there and go into overdrive. Go into overdrive, and we've got to start filling up your teams. Filling up your teams, you've got to go out there and become mad people. That's what I want you to go and do. Right? Okay. So I'm going to show you guys again, and for the new people, how to place your prospects and why. It's important to place them correctly, right? There's a couple of things you've got to learn, right? 1, create a power line that runs on its own. So there's 2 lines, power line and pay line. You create a power line that runs on its own. You stick to the ratio, 3 people, your first 3 people go on your power line, and your 4th person goes on your pay line. Okay? Everybody must duplicate that system. 3 people on your pay line, and 1 on your 3 people on your power line and 1 on your pay line. Everybody's got to duplicate that, and I'm going to show you why. Okay? And then by doing that, you will only focus on building 1 pay leg. That is the secret to the success of this. And I'm going to show you an example. There is you. Remember what we said. The first 3 people on your power line and your 4th person on your pay line. You bring in your first person. You get paid on points in this business, right? So you bring somebody in, you get commission. Your team people bring somebody in, you get a certain amount of points. The PV stands for personal volume. There's your second person that comes in, and you get another 500 PV. Your third person comes in, and you get 400 PV there. Right, PV, personal volume. That's the 3 first people that you sign in. Now you bring in the 4th person. He goes on the other side. Now, depending on where you're sitting in the tree, in your tree means your downline, your pay line could either be on the left or on the right. Don't get scared with what I'm saying. It might sound difficult now, but don't worry. You will learn this as you go. Again, you get personal volume, and then you carry on, and then this person, number 3, signs up another person. Where does he put him? On his power line. Remember what we said, duplication. So why does he put him on his power line? Because now he's creating that power line that's going to run itself. Because if everybody does the same thing, the power line will look after itself. What's the other line you're going to look after then? You're only going to look after this one, which is your pay line. Because everybody's going to do the 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. And either your left leg or your right leg is going to run on its own. Okay? So you get 200 PV there. And number two decides, no, it's going to start the pay line, power line on the left. So he puts the number 6 in there. Now after number 6, if number 2 signs another person up, it's going to go under number 6. So it's going to start creating the pay line. Why? Because the power line is already running. And number 3 signs another one, goes on the right, goes further down. So if number 3 signed up another one, he'd be number 8. But number 3 didn't sign up another one. Okay? Number 4 did. So number 4 starts the power line. So number 4 is going to put 3 people under 8. Or, well, 8's 1. There's going to be another 2 coming under 8. And then the 4th one will go on the right of number 4. Do you understand what I'm doing now? I'm creating one line that's going to automatically run and benefit everybody. Because everybody's going to do the 3-1. Eventually, both lines are going to run, and what's going to happen to everybody? You're just going to sit pretty and make a lot of money. There we go. So number 4 signs up somebody else, etc., etc., etc. So the power leg is always the bigger leg. So on Fridays, when it's time to get paid, they take the power leg, which is the longer one, they deduct the points all those PVs, they deduct them from the pay leg, and that the difference is what you start off with the next week, right? So remember, also, one PV is equal to $1. Now, that's not $1 that you're going to get. That's $1 that's going to go to loyalty rewards, which is another part of the business we'll go into later after launch, which gives you discounts for holidays, discounts for travel, discounts for buying, purchasing stuff, diamonds, all these things, right? But so the more PV, the better for you. So for the sake of this, we're on ultimate level, which is the highest level, which means you get paid the most commission because of the top rank that you are, the ultimate level, right? So on the right of your screen, if you total up all those 500, those PVs, it comes to 2,000. On the left, if you total all that up, it comes to 1,500. So what did I say? You deduct the power leg from the pay leg, you're left with 500 PV. That is what you start off with on the power leg side the next week. Okay, so now on the pay leg, you've got 1,500 PV. Because you're an ultimate level, you get paid 30% of the amount totaling PV for that week on your pay leg. In this case, it was 3 by 500 PV. You can see it here, right? 500, 500, 500 over here. That's 1,500 PV. 30% of that, you will get paid $450. That's what you're going to get paid. That is just the second of 8 ways you get paid. Remember, your personal volume, the people you recruit, the people you personally recruit, you get 30% straight away from that. Your team bonus, you get 30% of the total PV on your right leg, which is on your pay leg. Okay? If you were an elite rank, you'd get 20% of the 1,500. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, is coming back to why I'm stressing it, and I can't stress it enough. The more people you recruit, the better for you, the stronger your tree is going to be, the more money you're going to make. I might sound, it's always, it comes across very bad if somebody talks about money. But what are we in this for? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We want to become financially free. We want residual income. We want this to be a legacy. Remember, this is a business. This business is sellable, willable, and transferable. Okay, so you can leave a legacy for your kids. You can leave a legacy for your grandkids. This carries on forever. It's a simple story. You tell them where you want it to go, put it in your will, and that's what they're going to do. Now, very important also is your story. Each one of us has to have a story, and we've got a story. Okay, right now, South Africa doesn't have actual transformation stories. We have a few, and we've got 3 people that are going to share them with us tonight. But you got to start practicing your 2-minute story. Okay, and I've listed just a couple of ways of doing it, right? So tell your story 100 times to yourself for the next 30 days. Tell your story, 2 minutes in the car. Tell your story till you perfect your story. Okay, practice saying it out loud. Tell your family and friends that they're not going to criticize you. That if they criticize you, they're going to give you constructive criticism. Share it with team members. Pick a team member that you're close to, that you talk to. Right. Collect stories from your team within our company. Transformation Health Styles. Go onto those sites. Get their story, because those are the stories people want to see, and those are, because of those stories, they're going to want to buy the product. Okay, and then as you go, you take a product and you start telling a story about the product, how you started in this business, what you saw, what opportunity did you see in this business, and how you grew in this business once we launched and you got the products. So that's what I want you guys to do, okay, as an assignment. That's what I want you guys to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to call on these 3 people to tell us their story, to tell us their 2-minute story to the team, okay, and whether they perfect it, whether they sail through it, whatever. You know what? We support them. We support them, and we want to hear their story. So the first person I'm going to call is Elaine, and I want Elaine to tell us her story. Elaine.
Hi guys. I've actually written this down so that I don't forget my important
That's fine.
points. Okay. So my name is Elaine. My background is in the legal field. I currently work as a freelance transcriber for the courts at home. A little bit about my background. I lived in India for 2 years as a missionary. I was a leadership trainer for a Glow International Women's Movement. And for a short time, I even spoke on radio. I love people and I love making them feel better about themselves. So in 2000, I got involved in network marketing. And I actually got tired of all the disappointments, loss of income, changes in policy, etc. So I stopped all networking about 3 years ago. Marketing businesses and dealings for the last 3 years um, obviously put a drain on my pocket. So in January, a friend of mine called me and said, do you want to join New Age? And I said, I don't know what that is. She said, neither do I, but it's free. And as you can guess, I'm Indian and I like things that are free. I suppose that's true for the Greeks as well. So I thought I had nothing to lose and I immediately joined. And just by attending the Zoom calls, I learned more each week and realized that this company was able to fulfill three of my most important goals. One was financial transformation. Two was health transformation. God knows I need it. And I love helping others transform their lives. And this company answered all three of those questions. But what grabbed me the most? It is free. I did my due diligence and I found that the owners to have integrity, a heart for people, and the biggest attraction was the Bill of Rights. Because remember, I've been in networking for a very long time and I've never encountered the Bill of Rights. And thirdly, what New Age has to offer was an answer to my prayers. Effective products, compensation plan to make all your dreams come true. And again, free. So I definitely can't wait for launch to happen. Nick knows I nag him like once a week with all the questions. And if you are a newbie, make that decision now. Nothing comes for free, but here we are with a free pre-launch opportunity. Take advantage of the offer. You will definitely not encounter something like this again. So I want to encourage you all, attend the calls, recruit, do your three-way calls if you don't know how to speak to people. And that's it. Be enthusiastic, be zealous. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you so much, Elaine. That was excellent. Well done. Let's all give Elaine a clap. Big hand for Elaine. Well done, Elaine. Well done. Well done.
Encouragement.
Absolutely. You mentioned quite a few things there that are very, very important, Elaine, and I agree with you 100%. I'm going to say this again. You're in this business for yourself, but not by yourself. So if you need help with recruiting a client, a prospect, it's called a three-way call. On your phones, you can connect one of the leaders on the exact call that you're on to do the end bit for you and recruit that person, because the leader has been there longer than you. The leader can answer the questions. Remember, posture is what people watch. The tone of your voice is what people want to listen to, and they soon pick up, after you introducing the leader to the person, they pick up that this person knows what he's talking about or she's talking about, So that's very important. Attending the calls, all the Zoom calls now and to launch, guys, you got to be on. You got to be on these Zoom calls, because what are we going to do? We are introducing a second opportunity call in the week. So from next week, we're going to have a training call on a Monday, same time, whether it's going to be training by me or training with Erica, the other team. There's going to be a training call, right? We're all going to be a collective. So it's one training call for the whole of South Africa, both big teams, including the smaller pockets that are around. They're all going to be on, right? Number one. Number two, on Tuesdays, I'll do an opportunity Zoom, an opportunity call on Tuesdays from next week. In fact, next week's guest on the opportunity call, next week's guest on Tuesday is, I don't know if you guys know him, but he's one of the top leaders on the Founders Council for New Age. His name is Todd Rowland. He will be my guest on the call next week, Tuesday. And on Thursday, it's going to be Erica's call. Erica's going to do a call on a Thursday. So we're going to be full of information, ready, getting knowledge, and getting coached, going into launch, so that when we get to launch, I'm even wearing my 10x cap, guys. I'm putting it out there. We're going 10x. We're going 10x. I promise you, every single one of you. I'm not going alone. I'm going with all of you. Every single one of us are going. Right. So that said, I'm now going to call on the second speaker for tonight, Amba Padayachi. Amba, thank you for agreeing to come on and share your 2-minute story with us. Without further ado, I'm going to ask you to unmute and take the floor. Thank you, Amba.
Thank you, Nick.
Pleasure.
Good evening, fellow members. Thank you guys for the opportunity to allow me to talk.
Pleasure.
I'm Amba Padiachi. I'm from KZN in Ampangeni. I'm semi-retired. I used to run a legal business, legal and financial services, and we assisted people all over South Africa, which I still do on a part-time basis. Just to give you a little bit more background of myself, years ago I was involved with another network marketing company, and we actually flew to the States wanting to bring the opportunity to South Africa, but we had problems with the medical council. And that's when I met Elaine. And as you know, if you, any business for you to set up will cost you an arm and a leg, because you need to have premises, you have to buy stock, you got a staff, telephones, the whole tutti that goes with it. And even if it's a small business, even if you're just looking at an hairdressing salon, your input is going to be quite a large amount. Here you have an opportunity, basically, you have a business for free. And somebody asked me, why New Age? You know what I mean? Or why are you doing network marketing when you are financially all right? I'm semi-retired. My house is paid off. I've been to 38 countries all over the world. And why are you doing this? And I have happiness. I have the wealth, but the health is basically most important, because you cannot put a price on that. And you guys, New Age as a product that I could lose weight, and I could, because you can't buy time in regard with your health. And that's the only way I could improve my longevity on earth. And you guys have the answer. And it's basically the business is amazing because it's social selling, and with the new app as well. I was blown over when I heard it last week. So the opportunity is tremendous, and I know I can carry on talking, but the thing is this, that it's an opportunity of a lifetime. And I mean, any business that you have to start, you got to put in something. Yeah, all you asked is putting in your time, and you have an opportunity for free. So what else do you guys want? Thank you, Nick.
Thank you,
Thank you
Amba.
guys, and thank you, Elaine, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Amba. Thank you so much. Just one thing I want to say here, and I really appreciate what you say, and lots of respect, Amba. You know, we are family. The people on this group is one family. We're all there for each other. We're all there because, you know, that's what this industry does. It creates, it turns friends into family, you know, and we're there for each and every one of us. Let's all remember that, you know. As we go, I'm also going to ask the leaders, with those that have got quite a few downlines, to arrange what we call socials, where people can meet each other, not only on a Zoom, because that's very important that people put a name to a face, you see the person. That we must do, and that's phase 2. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys what we have to do and what our future plan is. The next speaker is Tia. Tia, I want you to tell us your story, unmute yourself, and take it away. Take it away. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Nick. So just a little bit about myself, guys. My name is Tia, and I've been in networking for over the past 20 plus years. So I will just say, been there, done that, seen it all, until I came across New Age, thanks to Elaine. She introduced me to this opportunity, and then I was like, okay, this is a free opportunity. Let's take it and let's make something of it. I like the fact that the products that we've got is so amazing, and it's something that's actually so needed. Yes, everybody goes, your health products, blah, 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 blah. That's how they go, and they normally don't think it can work. But I went and I had a look at the products, and the fact that the products that we've got is all natural products made a huge difference to me. So the guys that knows me personally will know that for me personally, my weight has been a struggle for a very long time, as I have a thyroid problem. Now I can tell you guys, I started with the slender drops, or the skinny drops, or the wonder drops. There's so many names we call them. About 2 weeks ago, the past 2 weeks, taking in account the last 4 days, I didn't stick to an eating plan or nothing due to circumstances. I have lost about 2.5 kgs and a total of 22 centimeters, because I like to take measurements as well. So for me, this is just a part of a story that we can use to introduce to someone else. There's so many people that we can actually help them with what we've got. We've got a golden opportunity here. I can't explain to you guys how excited I am about the company, the compensation plan, everything that's there. This company are for us, the brand ambassadors of this company. So let's make use of the opportunity that it's free. It's not just the Indians and the Greeks that like something free. Sometimes our Burkis like it as well. So all I can say, let's take it and have a go and get this rocket flying.
Well done, Tia. Thank you so much. Excellent. Well done, guys. Really, really appreciate every single one of you's what do you call it? Input tonight. It's great. Thank you. And you see, guys, this is where we are, the start. This is the start. We're starting with our stories. Each one of us has got a story. We'll get to our transformations. This is what is exciting me, and this is what is exciting every single one of us here, I'm sure. So I'm not going to keep you guys for much longer, but I just want to go through what we need to do or to prepare ourselves before we launch, right? We're launching plus minus the 1st of June. note I've put plus minus there. So please don't cast that in stone. Let's use 1 June, but it could be 1 week more, 1 week before, 1 week after, whatever. So let's just take it as that. Again, put some funds aside. Put some funds aside. This is a touchy subject. I'm not saying put thousands aside, you know. Put at least 1,000 Rand aside. I'm just saying, 1,000 Rand aside. The transformation packs they're gonna probably start at around 400, 500 Rand. But to be safe, I'm just saying put 1,000 or so aside. As I said, transformation packs from 500 Rand, I presume. And again, sign up as many people as you can now so that you can start strong. Again, from next week, and before I get to this, on Thursday night, very, very, very important, everyone. Thursday night Zoom is going to be a big, big, big Zoom. So all the leaders that have got big people, a lot of people in the downlines, Thursday night's guests, it's a collective Zoom, by the way. It's a collective Zoom. It's going to be hosted by Erika van der Merwe from the other team, the other South African team. But we're going to have Jared Brown and Craig de Bruin. Craig de Bruin's the president of New Age South Africa, and Jared is the ops and general manager for Africa. They're going to be the special guests on Thursday night, and hopefully they're going to tell us what's going on, because I'm in the dark just like you, right? So Thursday night Zoom is a very, very important Zoom. So tell everybody, all the people on your Zoom, guys, I have 168 people on that WhatsApp group, 168 on the main WhatsApp group. And that is just there. A lot of you have got your own WhatsApp groups, and those people aren't even on the main WhatsApp group. So we need everybody on the Zoom on Thursday night, right? I want at least 100 of the New Age South Africa team on that Zoom. Knowledge is power. Get the nuggets. These guys, they got the answers. We're gonna press on Thursday night to get the answers out of them. But that's what I'm saying to you guys. Thursday night Zoom at 8 o'clock is going to be a very important Zoom. So from next week, all the Zooms, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night will start at 8 o'clock. There's not going to be 2 Zooms running at the same time. Understand what I said. The Monday Zoom is going to be a dual Zoom between with us and Erika's team, right? So we're all going to be on one Zoom. We're going to alternate. So there's going to be various people doing the training, okay? I'm going to be doing the training for all of them on the 26th of April. But from next weekend's one, there'll be a trainer, and I'll do the following weekend, the following Monday. And then on Tuesday is my opportunity Zooms, again for all of them, including Nigeria, on a Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And then on a Thursday is hosted by Erika at 8 o'clock. So we all on these Zooms, all right? The Thursday, this one here, the flyer is going to change, all right? So it's not going to be this ID and passcode. I will give it out as I get it from Erika. I will let you guys have it. In fact, after this Zoom, I'm going to send out the flyer and the link for Thursday's Zoom. So in closing, guys, is there any questions? Is there any questions from any of you? In fact, let me just do the last 2 slides and I'll go to the big screen. Remember Richard Branson? He says, if you can change people's lives, you have a business. If you can change people's lives, you have a business. And my friend Grant Cardone says, it's not the law of attraction, it's the law of action. So, do we have any questions before I close off the Zoom tonight? Did you guys find value in the Zoom? If you found value, please, I'm going to post this on Facebook. I need you guys to become interactive there. Put a thumbs up, put a thumbs down. Tell me I'm talking nonsense. Tell me I did well. Do whatever. Whatever you guys do, remember what we're doing. We need to get that algorithm up. We need to get the algorithm up so that we become visible to everybody. All right. So I'm going to post this on Facebook, on our page, New Age South Africa. Please comment on there, guys. Please comment on there. If you liked, if you got value, put a thumbs up on the screen, a heart on the screen, anything. Just do something. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge. When we put posts on the WhatsApp groups, acknowledge, guys. Acknowledge. There's 162 of us and 5 people acknowledge. The same 5. Get involved. It does lots to the morale of the team, does lots to the morale of the family that we are. We're a big crowd, guys. We're on a second page on the screen. We're growing. We are growing. You know, those that have been here from the beginning know exactly what I'm talking about. We are growing. And hopefully soon, everybody's going to have their videos on. Okay? That will come. That will come. So, is there any questions before I sign us all off here?
Nick, I just want to ask,
Yes, sure.
with regards to Africa, I got a lady in Zimbabwe,
Yes.
and she's so excited, and
So
she's got a friend in Zambia.
wonderful.
But I phoned Jared, the GM today, and he said, well, not yet. But and I wanted to sign her up so that she's got a placement at least.
That's what you must do.
But I just want to know, is that a bit, you know, is that a bit jumping ahead, or
No.
can I
Sign
do
her up.
that?
Sign her up. Normally, like you sign up somebody in South Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
Use the shopping basket of South Africa. And
Yeah.
when you sign up and it says city, when you write city, write Zambia.
Okay.
So that when we take everybody over, once we've got a lot of people in Zambia and we open Zambia, we'll go and look at the city, and all the Zambias will be transferred to Zambia. Are you with me? So do it like that, lock their spot, and let's grow the country like that. We've got to start somewhere. There's a lot of us on this call that have also got people from Zambia, and they've got people from Zimbabwe. So at the end of the day, how do we open the countries? Let's start them in South Africa. You know what? Right now, they're going to have to use South African stock, and we're going to have to get it to them somehow until we open. But we're not going to wait till that time. We're going to start right now. Did I answer your question, Cheryl? Okay, anybody else, guys? All right, so again, thank you so much for joining tonight. Really appreciate it. We'll see you on Thursday night. Remember Thursday night's call with Jared and Craig. I'm going to send out the flyer right now. So I thank you all for joining. Thank you, and I'll see you all again. Good night. Big wave.
Thank you,
Do a
Nick.
wave. Let's see
Thanks,
everybody wave
Nick.
like this.
Thank you. Good
Thanks,
night.
Nick.
Night,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.